What's up guys, Triple C here. So a lot of you guys probably saw my stunt tests I did on the new advertised stunt ready vehicles. Turned out none of them are really stunt ready. They can't really do all the stunts that we're used to. Osiris T20s and Torno are still by far the best cars for stunning. All the new supercars basically failed. The ETR did half of the stunts, but some very crucial stunts, half of them it couldn't do. Finance and Felony also, all the vehicles failed. So nothing can compete with the Osiris T20s and Torno from all the new supercars that were released. A lot of people have asked me, I've got a lot of requests from people to upload some comparison footage to actually show how the Zentorno, Osiris, and T20 do these stunts, which the others failed on. So we're going to jump into that in a second. I just want to stress one point here before we continue. Like, a lot of people were telling me, well, obviously those new cars weren't built for these types of stunts I'm testing them on, and that they work great on the Rockstar races. Which is true, but the thing is, any car works on the Rockstar races. You can get a Banshee through those, and the Banshee is the worst car for stunning you could imagine. You could even drive a truck or a van through the Rockstar races. So if that's if that's the standard for being stunt ready, then every vehicle in this game is stunt ready now. And keep in mind that on August 2nd, the creators will get access to these props, and I can guarantee you the creator community will be adapting our current concepts and will further develop them. So it's still important in that sense to have a vehicle then once we get access to these props, which can really do all these stunts. And now we're just going to jump in the comparison and see how all the cars do on the stunts. And I want to do some explaining, and because I think there's some key points that were missed in the previous videos. Now here you see the Zentornos. So it went through there without an issue. It kept that power. We had a good camera view, no problem at all. Right here we have the T20, next will be the Osiris, and same points apply, which I just said to the Zentorno. And now all the other three supercars, they all failed this. They all lost their view, and that's what people have been gotten hung up on with the losing view, and yeah, you can go first person or whatever. The key point is, why do the other cars lose their view? They lose their view because they slow down on the ascending wall ride, and this one isn't even really steep. There's a lot which are much, much steeper, and they all lose their speed going up there. The reason is they're only two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, and they all don't have a good low-speed acceleration. They're incredibly quick on the circuit and around tracks. They have a beautiful traction there, but going up these stunts, they lose their speed, and that's the point when the camera zooms in, when they start to get slow on the walls. So in my opinion, the lack of four-wheel drive is the main issue here, and the second one being that the lack of low-speed acceleration, which they will not get up again in that instance. They will not grip to it. So most promising was the ETR, but also it couldn't compete with the other ones. As you see here in Freaky League's Huge Loop Racing, it just does not maintain that power to get up there, because like on these stunts, it's incredibly important that the front wheels also grip and also help get the car up there on these stunts, and that's just what they all don't do. Like, this is like always the ultimate test for me, basically, if a car can get through there, and all of them unfortunately failed. Now we got the RE7B here. Next up, I'll directly show the Zentorno, a car which gets through here easily. It just maintains that power, that raw power to get up there. All four wheels do their work. It has a grip the whole time. It connects to the loop. And that's what we're looking for in a stunt-ready vehicle. It should have four-wheel drive and just maintain that raw power getting up there. And that's unfortunately what all the new supercars don't have. Right now we're going to see the Tyrus. I think this one fell off the earliest. So I hope they're still going to release some other supercars which do have four-wheel drive. I mean, this one didn't even get around a quarter of the loop, so unfortunately not stunt ready. And like I said, remember, the creators will get access to these props with the new deals, with August 2nd, and expect some crazy, massive stuff to be built from the creator community, where all of a sudden all these factors matter again. Because right now the Rockstar races, they don't matter, but the creators will not just put a tube around Maze Bank. Believe me, mark my words, there's some crazy stuff going to be built, some massive crazy stuff. And then we really need cars which are really stunt ready. And up to now, only Osiris, T20s, and Torno are still the three main cars for stunning. All the other ones cannot compete. I hope they still release one, because like we were all excited to get new vehicles, and we would have liked like to see some vehicles which are really stunt ready. Unfortunately, these that were released now are not stunt ready. And for example, when the Osiris and the T20 back then were introduced to the game, I mean, they were just such an enrichment, you know, such great assets, you know, they really enabled us to take the whole stunning thing to the next level, which these cars don't because they can't compete with the really good stunt cars. So that's why we're really hoping that they're still going to release some vehicles which are really stunt ready and which could also enable us to take it to the next level. Because also in terms of racing, no doubt these three new supercars are absolutely dominant. I mean, the amount of attraction they have on tracks is insane. I mean, it's just like not GTA anymore. It's like a new game how these cars perform because you don't have to do anything in a corner anymore. You just steer at full speed and you get around the turn. But that's not going to get you anywhere if you're playing a stunt race, unfortunately, because the other factors matter. So, like in terms of pure racing, they have completely unbalanced the class, and it's something like we've never seen before. Something that just took it to a complete new level in terms of what's possible, what lap times are possible, how quick you can get around the track. But in a stunt race, like if you play playlists with this, the people that are gonna pick the new supercars, they're gonna DNF on these races. Like they can only do very generic stuff, but nothing that's a bit more specific, unfortunately. So that's really a pity and really a shame because like how many supercars do we have now? 7 new supercars, and none can really compete. So we're really looking for that new asset which might be introduced to the game, which really enables also the stunt racing creator community to take it to the next level again. I mean, the props themselves we're going to get, they are definitely next level, no doubt. But we also have to be able to utilize them to the fullest. And that's just not possible because driving through the tubes or through the giant loops and stuff, I mean, that's going to get boring quick, you know, no matter where you're going to place the loop, you can only do that so often, you know, so obviously a lot of creative stuff will be built with it, and we will adapt the current concepts and also further develop them, definitely. And that's just a pity that we don't really have the chance to do that with these cars, that basically no real stunt ready vehicle has been introduced. So one quick thing, first person in spirals and wall rides, definitely not. Like no serious stunt racer or no serious also pure racer is racing in first person, you know, like on a very big barge loop or something you can do that. Try doing tricky spirals and tricky wall rides. There is no way you're getting through there in first person, and you will not find one good stunt racer who does that. So that's a misconception from some people who maybe haven't been playing these types of stunts long enough. You can really not do these in first person. That's not an option. And like I said in the beginning of the video, the main issue is not losing the view, but why do we lose the view on these vehicles? And that's just because they don't maintain that power to get up there. That's the main issue, unfortunately. So yeah, I hope we're gonna get some vehicles which can really compete, because it would really enrich the game and just enable us to take it to the next level. So yeah, fingers crossed that we might really still get that supercar which we're looking for. What would be great in terms of stunt racing also, I think, if it wouldn't completely unbalance the class like these 3 new supercars did with the pure racing thing. If it would still be balanced in some sort of way, but still a very good car. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll check you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.